Definitely not the starters. You're on the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
I'm Mike Hebert, owner of Cantex Roofing and Construction. Every day is game day, and we'll get it right when it comes to your roofing, construction, windows, and mirrors. Call Cantex Roofing and Construction today. Together, we are one serving you.
Welcome in, 100.7 The Score. It is the End of the Bench. Rob Breaux alongside David Collier, Lucas White behind the glass today. It is a Monday. We've got the trade deadline going on today, so we'll talk about the Major League Baseball trade deadline as it happens. We've already had a few moves this morning. We'll have Lucas White updating us on the trades as they go. We'll probably wait till the headlines to do the big ones from the morning, and then if they happen during the show, we'll break in and talk about them. A couple of guys already moving this morning out of the AL West around Major League Baseball. The Angels sellers. The Astros now in first place and have won another silver boot as they swept the Rangers this weekend. Woof. And I don't know that the Rangers... I don't know. I don't know what the Rangers are doing. I don't know what they plan on doing now. They're not out of it, but they're not necessarily in it either with the current state of things. It's just such a weird season for the AL West because even the winner of the AL West doesn't seem in it. I don't know. We'll talk through that today. I don't know what they're going to do. Maybe the Rangers' first move of the day will clue us into what's happening. I think the worst thing you can do when you're middling and not set up for next year is to stand pat. But I'm afraid the Rangers are going to do just that, and then they'll have to figure it out in the offseason. We are in the First United Bank studio. You can chime in a variety of ways. You can call in on the Visual Edge IT hotline, 806-771-0973. You can also hit us up on the Yates Flooring Center chat line. You can hit us up there on the apps brought to you by Happy State Bank via the chat line, or you can find that on the website, doubleTSportsNetwork.com. You can find us on YouTube, youtube.com/doubleTSportsNetwork, or anywhere on social media. Just search, you guessed it, Double T Sports Network, Double T 97.3 on Twitter. David, how you doing?
Good. How are you doing, Rob Breaux?
I'm doing well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could be the Texas Rangers. I mean, right?
Yeah. I unplugged.
Yeah.
A Sunday, so I'm feeling refreshed. Sometimes you just gotta ignore what's going on.
I tried to my best.
I buried my head in the sand yesterday.
Yeah, I tried to do that the best I could, but sometimes I was telling Lucas this. Sometimes when you do that, then you leave yourself free to think about other things, and then you look ahead to what you have to do this week, and you're like, maybe I should have just been on social media the entire time.
I did make birria tacos yesterday. Okay. You ever have those?
Yeah, I think so. Are those are they the ones that are kind of fried? Is that what I'm thinking of?
Yeah. It's like you make like a roast type thing, and then you put the cheese and you dip the tortilla into the oil.
Yep.
Fry them on the grill.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable. So good. And I've made them before, like from scratch. You know, doing the chilies, and you cook the chilies and the arbles and the whatever. You're putting the cloves and the cinnamon and the oregano in the broth. You're making the whole thing, and then you cook the meat in there, and then you're blending it and straining it and making the consommé. I've done all that before. This time, we just used a birria bomb. Are you familiar with a bath bomb?
Mm-hmm.
It's that, but seasoning.
That'd probably work well with that as opposed to having to make it all.
And I'll be honest, just as good.
Good. Yeah, I know. That's the frustrating thing about it. You want to make all this stuff, and you're like, I'm going to make this, and you spend the hours with some things that you do with that, and you're like, I could have just bought it somewhere else.
It was just as good. Do a little chuck roast, some short ribs in there. I mean, it was unbelievable.
I was about to say, I just wait to get those. I mean, I know I can get them at multiple places, but there's this place in just outside of Plano that I've eaten there a couple times, and that's what I get every time now.
The birria tacos were like super viral for like 6 months, a couple years ago.
Yeah,
everyone had them.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone was making them. That's when we made them originally, but I hadn't had many since.
Yeah, the only time I have them whenever I go.
Right. Well, it's. I mean, it still is a process to make it all, but it was very good. Anyways, I spent like 4 hours doing that. So
yeah,
I wasn't doing much else.
Locked
yesterday.
in on that. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
The nephew turns 17 today.
Wow, happy birthday,
Bo Davis.
Yeah,
the running back.
Oh,
if you've heard.
What a day to have your birthday, first day of practice. Yeah. Get out there, get up early, bud.
Yeah. Hey, enjoy your 6:30 wake up call and out there. So I'm sure he's already having a good time.
I would hope so. I saw I've been taking my son to a different form of workouts for a while, and this is the first time the parking lot was full of other cars, and so yep, I saw a bunch of football players out there this morning. That's for sure.
The cross country / band practices.
Mm-hmm.
We did the 2-a-days. Right, in high school.
Yeah.
I don't even know if they do those anymore. And if they do them, they're split, right? You do one in the morning, one in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Anyways, football 2-a-days straight into band 2-a-days was just a brutal. It might be the worst week of the school year, especially when you're carrying around a sousaphone.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just.
I know somebody
brutal.
that does that.
Right. Yeah.
After running miles in the morning.
Yeah. Which I never ran the miles, but I was running other things at football practice, and then I eat a banana, and then you go lug around a sousaphone.
Yeah.
And people, you go out and watch the marching band or whatever. You don't really think about what they're doing all week. It's a lot of practice.
They practice.
And memorization and.
Dude, I think they practice more than some of the teams at the schools. Let me rephrase that. A lot of the teams at the schools.
I would believe that. I mean, we were around competitions. Of course, you march for an hour during the school day, during band practice, and then we would do night practices after football practice once a week.
It seems like they still do. It seems like they practice so much, man.
I mean, it's crazy.
I mean, trust me.
But the shows are great.
Yeah, they're awesome.
The bands in Lubbock do a great job. I always enjoy getting to listen to those at halftime. I like to do the listen in.
Yeah.
On the bands during the broadcasts. I don't know if anybody else enjoys that, but I always give you a couple of minutes of the band on my broadcasts.
I enjoy it.
Clint will be in charge this year, so I don't know if he'll let me do that.
Clint's in charge? Oh, boy.
I'm his number 2 this year.
Definitely not the starters. You're on the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
It is time to answer the question of the day. I guess I haven't asked the question of the day yet, but we're going to put on our GM hats. David Collier.
Okay.
We're going to put on our GM hats, Lucas, so put your GM hat on in there. I got rid of some hats.
Yeah, that's probably tough for you.
Yeah. So,
just like light them on fire and push them into a playa lake?
No, I'm taking them to, I shot a flaming arrow and I set them off in a pyre. Yeah. Viking funeral for my hats. No.
A burning pile of hats were found in a local playa lake this morning.
No, I did get rid of hats. Anyways, we're putting on our GM hat. You are the Texas Rangers GM.
I'm 7 foot tall. Awesome.
Well, he's the president.
Yeah, he is the president.
But he's the GM. I don't like the language of the duties there because I don't even know the other guy's name. So you're 7 feet tall. What are you doing first? No, just kidding. You're the Rangers GM. 3 moves. I'm going to give you 3 moves. What are the first 3 moves you're making today? Turn that on with your foot.
I guess I did.
I can feel it. We have fans under the desk.
Yeah, and I did not mean to turn it on.
Just kick me with this foot. All right. You're the Rangers GM.
Yes.
What are the first 3 moves you're making today? That's the question of the day. You can answer it on the Yates Flooring Center chat line. We'll let David rip 3 moves here.
All right. Well, I kind of gave away 2 of them.
Yes.
I'm sending Jake Berger wherever I can send him to get some kind of prospect. I know it's probably not going to be great, but just to get something to put in the farm system. Same exact thing with Jock Peterson. Thank you for your service. It didn't work out here. You've been great this year, and we're going to give you an opportunity to go make a postseason roster and maybe make a deep run somewhere else. Maybe we run into you in the playoffs and beat you.
I think Jock Peterson is my first move. Now, people are going to be like, "Oh yeah, you hate Jock Peterson." I don't hate Jock Peterson. In fact, since I, ranted about him about a month and a half ago, he's been really good.
Yeah, he is.
Because the Rangers figured out, well, we should only bat him against left-handed pitching.
And that's why you have to get rid of him now.
Right-handed pitching, right. But he's done exactly what you needed him to do to deal him at the deadline. This is he was perfect. He's been perfect for the last 2 months. Exactly what you needed him to do. Now sell him high. Don't trust that this is Jock Peterson forever. Sell hot. That's number 1. Jock Peterson needs to be dealt today because I think you have, especially if Josh Young come back in the next 2 weeks, you have the pieces. You don't miss Jock Peterson too bad, right?
No.
You're going to be about 500 with or without Jock Peterson. Goodbye.
Yep.
Now, Jake Berger, I don't know who's playing first base if Jake Berger's not on the roster.
Yes, I understand that.
But you have Ezekiel Duran, Josh Smith, Osuna, Nicky Lopez. I mean, you have 4 utility guys. Just utility the crap out of the first base role.
Yeah.
It's fine. You're not going to – Jake Berger's not out saving a bunch of defensive runs. He's not a bad first baseman. He's pretty good, but defensively.
Yeah.
But I don't know what you get back for Jake Berger, but you do clear space to get a first baseman you need next year.
Yeah.
And if you could even just get a little cash back or a reliever with control a year or 2, you're probably not getting a major league stud reliever. But one of these guys in the minors or has some major league time already but has a couple of years control, that's what you can get for Jake Berger. I think those are 2 good moves.
And the final one, I don't know. It's probably the route that you're going, Nathan Eovaldi, because Jordan Montgomery.
Cody Bradford.
Yeah, either one, but Jordan Montgomery's still, he had a rehab start to go here, but you have arms available to put in your starting rotation. Maybe not great arms, right? But they've been serviceable. They've been good in the past, and you get more out of that. Like you said, you send him to a team that needs that end of the rotation starter that gets them over the hump, that has postseason experience. That's why they're getting him in the first place. I think you can get more out of that. I don't know, like maybe you get some first baseman from somebody there.
Yeah. Your rotation is thin. It has been, Cal Quantrill has been your 5th for a while. But Jordan Montgomery, Bradford, Leiter's supposed to return at some point. You can bring somebody up from the minors that's doing something at either AA or AAA. There are options that you can still go 500. Again, if you were 10 games above 500 and 3 games back and in the wild card hunt, but a game and a half, whatever, like if you're in the National League and this is going on, if you're 3 games above 500, 5 games, whatever it is, I'd be like, well, you're playing pretty good. If you make the playoffs, Eovaldi certainly is the guy you want.
Yes.
But I would go Jock first. I would put Eovaldi second there because those are the 2 guys right now that have contracts to be traded. I would also have a real conversation about Corey Seager, but that contract is an albatross. You can't get out of that. There's
if somebody was
so
willing to
much on
take
the
it
back
though,
end there.
you have to listen at this point, right?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he has been worth it.
Without a doubt, yeah.
100%. He's worth it if he, lollygags around for the next 5 years because you won a World Series. And he was the World Series MVP.
Yeah.
You do not win that World Series if he's not on the roster.
Sports Illustrated has the top 3 Rangers that are possibly could be moved today. Jock Peterson and Jake Berger are 2 of them. The third, maybe y'all can speak on this, but it says Nicky Lopez.
Yeah, he's the guy that came in this year. I think, who DFA'd him? I think it was a DFA or a Rule 5 or something like that. So Nicky Lopez comes in. He's performed well. I don't know what you're getting from Nicky Lopez or for Nicky Lopez. I also don't know what. Like if a contender needs a utility guy, he goes and is somebody's utility guy.
Yeah.
Right now, he's your, second baseman. But again, is Josh Smith going to figure it out again? Because you can just bring Josh Smith back up. Or Sebastian Walcott. Now, he's not playing in the field right now, but allegedly he's medically cleared to begin doing so at some point. I don't know if you want to rush back what's going on in the field, but I would have Sebastian Walcott DHing full time tomorrow, just to get Major League at bats. Do you have some breaking news?
We do have a little more breaking news. The Phillies are trading 3-time batting champion. Oh, wait a minute. I did not realize that trade also includes Caleb Killian.
Oh, the Luis Arise?
Yeah, he's going to the Phillies as well.
Nice.
They misspelled it, but I can't imagine they have a Caleb Killian with a K.
Oh, they did double K?
Yeah.
Caleb Killian?
Yeah.
The Phillies are moving Bryce Harper to the outfield to put Luis in the infield. And then Alec Baum will be first baseman and Bryson Stout will be third. So
and Harper goes
to right field, probably.
And Schwarber's DHing.
Yeah.
Why did they spell his name wrong?
Who was it?
Bob Nightingale.
Do they have another Caleb Killian?
Absolutely not.
Double A Caleb Killian with 2 Ks.
It was so confusing they had to get rid of one of them. Yeah.
Closer, Caleb Killian. More after this.
Playing time is not required. This is the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Welcome back. The Score. It is the end of the bench. You know what I just forgot, David Collier?
What did you just forgot?
We were talking about the Nationals trading for Jack Siebert.
Mm-hmm.
I totally forgot that he was a Red Raider.
You did? He was only a Red Raider for a year, but still.
I was like, man, that name sounds so familiar.
Why do you think I brought it up?
Well, I know. Well, no, I brought it up.
Well, but I said
like,
his name before you even.
No, yeah, I was like, did you see Jack? And then you're like, yeah, Jack Siebert. I was like, man, I just assumed I'd seen him in some Yankees thing. So Jack Siebert goes to the Nationals.
Mm-hmm.
So the Nationals now have Jack Siebert and Clayton Beeter. And then in the same division, Caleb Killian's with the Phillies. Yeah, that's just all coming together here.
They all played
Jack
Texas Tech.
Siebert. Now, he didn't have like a bunch of games, and his final game was in May in his single season, 2025. Man, I just did not
Blank.
click. Jack Siebert. I mean, I remember him now, but
Yeah.
Jack Siebert.
Well, it's one of those one-year things, and it wasn't like that was the greatest year. You know?
Right, yeah.
You're not sitting there clamoring.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I just mind hold 2025.
Yeah, you remember the good old days and back in
Jack Siebert. Well, there you go. So 2 Red Raiders on the move so far in the trade deadline. Nationals from the Yankees. Giants to the Phillies. So, there you go. You can text us on the 8's Flooring Center chat line. I'm not ignoring you there. H-Cop says, sorry about your Rangers, Robert. You hate to see it. I did hate to see it, actually. He also gave me his favorite play from the weekend, I'm sure. And then, yes, BCO, that was the joke. I did want to toot my own horn. That's why I said it. Okay. Let's check the calendar here, Lucas. Luke the Duke.
Your daily look at what's happening in the world of sports, birthdays, and holidays. Let's check the calendar.
Oh, man. It is August 3rd, 2026. It's National Friendship Day. National Friendship Day.
Okay.
F is for friendship. Do things together. U is for you and me. N is for anytime, anyone, and anything.
Here in the deep blue sea.
Here in the deep blue sea. It is
He didn't think I knew
National
that.
Watermelon Day. In or out on a big slab of watermelon?
In, but just one.
How do you prefer your watermelon? I like mine cubed as opposed to the triangles.
Yeah, I would rather have cubed. It's a little
I like
easier
the
to
cube
deal with.
watermelon.
Do you like salt?
I do a little.
Yeah,
every
like
once in a while.
yeah,
A little cracked pepper as well is good on a melon.
yeah. I could. Have you had the mustard on the?
I never did the mustard on the watermelon.
Of course, I did.
Yeah. Content.
Big mustard guy.
It's Big Forehead Day.
I got one of those.
If you were going to celebrate Big Forehead Day, who would you? I don't think you have a big forehead.
I got a big forehead.
No, I mean it's
Yeah.
but not like you
Oh,
have a big
Peyton
hairline.
Manning. Peyton Manning.
Yeah. If you were going to celebrate somebody's big forehead, it would be more like Peyton Manning.
It would be 100% Peyton Manning.
What about in your personal life? Who do you want to call out?
I'll just that ain't happening. I'm just gonna go with me. I'm gonna go with me. On
Who's
that
got a
one.
big old 5 head you want to talk about, David? It's
Stephen A. Smith?
It's Clean Your Floors Day.
On a Monday?
On a Monday.
Something you got to do on the weekend.
It is also World Alternative Games. And this says, we invite participants to embrace the bizarre and athletic every first Monday of August. Dive into the world of unconventional challenges and whimsical competitions. I think everybody needs a little more whimsy in their lives. I added that part. Prepare for the unique events like bog snorkeling, wife carrying, or I would say the cheese race.
Yeah. The cheese rolling thing or whatever.
Where I can't hardly watch that because somebody's leg snaps in half
Yeah.
or a knee goes sideways. Or you snap an arm in half rolling down the hill.
Yeah.
But I always watch at least the first half of those cheese races when I see them. Birthdays?
Wide variety of birthdays today. We will start off with one player that Rob will be cheering for in the NBA season starts. Con Knipple turning 21.
I found my Hornets hat.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Did you get rid of
I
it?
should have worn it today.
You get rid
No,
of it?
I kept that one.
Okay.
He'll be turning 21, so him and Christian Anderson are obviously going to be playing on the same team. Troy Gloss turning 50 years old. Former Anaheim Angel third baseman. Yes? Question. Yep. Third. Okay.
Well, Troy, yeah, he was the third baseman. I get him and Tim Salmon mixed up, but Tim Salmon makes diving catches. So
Tom Brady.
I get him and Mike Trout mixed up.
Tom Brady, 49. James Hetfield turning 63.
Metallica.
Martin Sheen turning 86.
Martin Sheen. What's your favorite Martin Sheen movie/show?
I didn't watch The West Wing.
Love The West Wing.
I didn't watch it.
Yeah. That's fine. A lot of talking in The West Wing.
Yeah.
If you're not a fan of talking shows, you probably don't like that one.
No.
Or Aaron Sorkin.
I don't like
at all.
the redheaded dude from that one. He's always a bad guy and everything. Well, our definition of redhead is a little different, so I go with typically if it's strawberry blonde or redhead.
Whitford?
Little curly.
Yeah.
He's a bad guy and everything. Is he a bad guy in that? Annoying guy?
No, he's not a bad guy. Bradley Whitford? Is that what you're talking about?
I don't know. I don't know his name.
No, he's not a bad guy.
Just two more. Steven Berkoff, 89.
Yeah, that guy.
And
He's not a redhead anymore.
Martha Stewart, 85.
Martha Stewart. Well, Martha Stewart came up last week on a show. That's funny that she's come up in back-to-back weeks.
When did she?
It was with Gus. I'll tell you in the break.
Okay. On this day in 1984,
That probably made it worse.
Mary Lou Retton scored a 10 on her final vault to win the individual all-around competition in the Los Angeles Olympics, becoming the first American woman to win an Olympic gymnastic medal. 1987, Detroit Tigers ace Jack Morris ties an American League record with 5 wild pitches and a 4-2 10-inning loss to the Kansas City Royals. Probably pitched all 10 innings, too, back in the day. On the very same day in 1987, Twins pitcher Joe Niekro is caught with a foul on the mound in an 11-3 win over the Angels, was ejected and suspended for 10 games.
Joe Niekro. Is that
Yeah.
Phil's brother?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a family business.
Sure.
On this day in
Family
1989.
tradition.
Yes, exactly. And let's go with the Texas Tech one. On this day in 2012, or wait a minute. Yes, 2012, Sally Kipyego earns an Olympic silver medal in the women's 10K at the London Olympics. Man, didn't get to all these movies. So Princess Bride, 2001. Rush
Good.
Hour 2 on that same day, 2001.
Good.
The Bourne Ultimatum,
Good.
2007. A Man Called Adam with Sammy Davis Jr. back in 1966.
I haven't seen it.
Let's keep going. Oh,
The Pressure.
Oh, The Pressure. Bratz, the movie, 2007.
Nope.
And then a little independent film called Hot Rod, released on this day in 2007.
I'm going to watch that tonight. More after this.
Playing time is not required. This is the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Welcome back.
I do have one low that we didn't get to.
Uh-huh.
And it's an interesting one, but so you know how the Mavericks and the Stars aren't in the American Airlines arena anymore, or won't be.
Uh-huh.
The Dallas Wings are moving to the American Airline Center for the 2027 season.
Oh, good for them.
So I guess they're just gonna use it for wings and concerts, I guess. So
You know, if Paul McCartney's there, they could have. Sorry. The Rangers. I'm seeing more come out on what the Rangers are doing. The Cubs have asked about Jacob deGrom. That would be frustrating.
Yeah.
Because he hasn't really been worth it yet. Of course, that's just cash. It's not like you sold off any prospects for Jacob deGrom, but he would be one where I'd be like, man, that seems detrimental.
Maybe you get Pete Crow Armstrong out of the deal and he could tell us that Babe Ruth isn't real.
Yeah. Another
low we missed.
I'm also seeing a lot of stuff from Corey Seager. Perkin Rothenthal. Chris Young. Says the GM Davis might get a lifetime contract if he finds a way to move on from one or more of his highest paid players. Corey Seager, Jacob deGrom, and Nathan Eovaldi. Now, who did those deals, Chris Young? What? Hey, fix these massive deals I was handing out. Interesting. All right, the Texas Rangers a week and a half ago just looked like a Will Smith meme in the front court with JT Toppin looking around like, where's everyone else? Fresh Prince?
You said the Texas Ranger.
Oh, Texas Tech basketball. Sorry. Texas Tech basketball.
I was hoping we were going to talk Rangers.
Yeah, no. Tech basketball with JT Toppin. Now, Akuintok, Latrell Hoover, Josiah Mosley's down in Santo Domingo, having some really good games there for Belize, but you didn't really have any frontline guys that were expected to be in the mix. And then we see that Jermichael Stillwell has committed to Texas Tech posts. And then the blanket ruling from a Colorado judge kind of denying that the NCAA cannot grandfather in these class of 2022 players who've only played 4 years of eligibility, that they should be grandfathered in. Now, if you want to start asking 5 for 5 stuff, I don't know. Nobody knows. The Colorado thing is in its moving parts. The Jermichael Stillwell case has been heard and will be ruled on, which I guess would make it independent of the Colorado case. If that one passes, it would just be that one instead of the Colorado one. If Darian Williams and Donovan Atwell are in a separate suit together, that's heard on August 5th. If that one passes, it would be independent of the Colorado one. But currently, those 3 players available for somebody. Jermichael Stillwell has committed. Darian Williams has been around, allegedly.
Yeah.
It seems like he's just,
waiting for
practicing with the team.
Yeah.
I don't know if he is officially, but it seems like he's been around a lot in Texas Tech basketball gear. And I guess I didn't notice if he was wearing Adidas gear or Under Armour gear, if it's from his time or new.
That's a good question, yeah.
So maybe I need to go back and look at some of these posts. But it does feel like Jermichael Stillwell and Darian Williams will be playing for Texas Tech this season. We'll get to Donovan Atwell in a second. Does that drastically change your expectations for the year?
Oh, yeah, it improves him significantly.
I think so too.
I mean, I'd still had Grant McCaslin wins with whoever he has expectations, but to have a guy who a couple of years ago you were like, okay, let's give him the ball in the final seconds of the game, and now he has 2 years of experience on top of that in Darian Williams. Yeah.
I think for me, it's you're going from, I think we'll make the tournament to, I think you have some expectations to win a game or two.
Or more.
The Sweet 16 type team.
Yeah.
With those two players in the mix.
Yeah. And then,
if you go 3 for 3 here, which I think eligibility-wise, and there was an initial report that everyone could be in the portal, and then there was a correction that no, that's not happening with the Colorado ruling, but individual rulings, the one in Ohio said that you could get in the portal.
mm-hmm.
So we don't know if the Atwell Williams case will have the portal available. Whatever it is, let's just say that you go 3 for 3 and add Stillwell, Williams, and Atwell. I think you go from like top 6 in the Big 12 to top 6 nationally. I think you're a national championship contender with Cruz Davis and the depth you have now at guard, plus Atwell, plus a freshman coming in Spear, plus Stillwell, who comes from UCF and is a 10 rebound a game guy, plus 8 points. And then the cryptic posts about JT Toppin make it seem like he's playing before December. I don't know. I think you're like
that's
in a really good spot if you get all 3 of those guys back in.
I mean, Grant McCaslin doesn't use a deep bench anyway, right? But that would make it the deepest.
Yes. Yeah.
Since he's been here, right?
And the Mosley stuff from Santo Domingo, it's not like what Christian Anderson was playing in last summer. It's not the same level of competition. But, I mean, to see some of the things he's doing there, you have to think he is going to take at least a step forward this year. What does that mean? What role is that? Because if it's Williams, Toppin, and Stillwell, is it Williams and Toppin with Stillwell spelling? Is it Williams, Stillwell, Toppin with Mosley spelling? Where do Hoover and Akuintok fit into this? I mean, you've gone from Akuintok starting for 2 months of the season and then being a role player heavily to a similar role to last year for Akuintok. And if he's your third guy, you know, and you're playing small with Stillwell and Williams, and I don't know, I would be very high on the team, especially if you had Atwell back in.
No, yeah.
High on the team with the first 2. Like, you in Arizona and Houston would be 1, 2, 3, and I don't know that I'd probably put Arizona 1A or 1, and then Houston and Texas Tech 2A and B, but you'd be right there with those 2 teams.
Yeah. John Rothstein posted his off-season top whatever. It's more than 25.
Top 40.
Yeah, top 40. And I responded on it pre-portal, even though that was whenever the...
when he put Texas Tech at 9th in the Big 12.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, that's, without Darren Williams and JaMychal Stillwell. And that was before I thought, that's when Donovan Atwell's making 6 3-pointers for the Bulls.
Yeah. But I would like to see... He's going to have to refresh that.
Oh,
if all of this stuff happens.
Yeah.
Because, they're going to be top 15 at the lowest.
Yes.
At least they should be, you would imagine.
And then you have some, Final Four expectations with health of the roster. More after this.
Playing time is not required. This is the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Welcome back. Some breaking news from the last hour. USC and Notre Dame will renew their rivalry with the series starting again in 2030, which still leaves open some games in 27 and 28 and potentially 29 for both of those teams. I would love for Texas Tech to be involved.
That seems like that would be a little more difficult now, right?
Why?
Well, they're not going to schedule a bunch of really good teams, are they?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's before 2030.
Okay.
Notre Dame might. I don't know that USC would. That probably locks USC's non-conference from 30 to 32.
Yeah.
33. I think it was four games. And it's week 1 in both 30 and 31. I would assume, I don't know anything, I would assume potentially one of those first 2 games in 30 or 31 is going to be in Ireland. It's a
Let's
week
hope not.
1 matchup.
Let's hope not.
Or it could just be a home and home, but
Probably, though.
we'll see.
Makes
did
sense.
you
The
have
Irish, Lincoln O'Reilly.
Did you have some breaking news?
Yeah, not good for Lucas, but supposedly breaking news. Let me see if this guy's real.
Just read it and we'll decide.
Boston Red Sox have acquired catcher Adley Rutschman from the Baltimore Orioles, per source.
So, Rutschman, they like the other guy more, right?
Yeah, they do.
So he's basically become the platoon guy.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
I wanted to trade for him in the offseason as a Rangers fan.
As an O's fan, I'm more concerned with Jackson Holiday. I want to keep him.
How long have you been a Baltimore Orioles fan?
90.
Okay, all right, that's enough. Are you more disappointed in Wieters or Rutschman that they didn't pan out like you thought they would?
Waiters.
Yeah. I remember Wieters was like on the ESPN Next
That's what
cover.
the hype definitely around him.
And then Rutschman again, you were like, oh man, they have another young catcher that's he's going to be Buster Posey. And just neither of them.
Yeah, but I think this Samuel guy,
Yeah.
he doesn't have the hype that those 2 players did, but he's definitely performed exponentially better, and he's younger too. So, yeah, but I would say Wieters definitely with the more hype as the top guy.
The Dallas Cowboys have just posted a photo. And it says pick your poison. And it's a catch by, I believe, George Pickens, CeeDee Lamb, and Ryan Flournoy. They're really trying to make that guy
Yeah.
on equal footing to the other 2.
I would think that you wouldn't want to do that, right? Because then you would have to pay another guy.
It would potentially, if you can't get into the loan with George Pickens, you would want him to develop into a guy because then you could just have CeeDee Lamb and Ryan Flournoy. But yeah, I don't know about that. We'll see. I mean, he was what he had almost 500 yards receiving last year.
Should be able to be open some with the other 2, right?
Should be.
Just saying.
Oh. Interesting. Any other trade deadline stuff before we get out of here? No?
No, that's what I see.
The Rockies are considering moving some guys.
Is Hunter Goodman listed in there?
He's an option. Yeah.
So if they get rid of Goodman, I would assume that paves the way for the former Red Raider catcher Braxton Fulford to get more time at the major league level. They I believe maybe sent him down in the middle of last week, so he might be at AAA right now, but I would assume he's back in the majors if Goodman is gone. Now they have several catchers I think they like about the same, and with Fulford it's like you're not playing every day. You need to be playing every day. You need to play at AAA.
Yeah.
So I don't know that it's a negative that he went down, but he didn't go down because he was stinking it up. He went down because he wasn't playing every day. But if Goodman's gone, he would play a lot more at the major league level, and he would get another opportunity. Who else is on that list for the Rockies? Because they have another Red Raider.
It says Brenton Doyle.
No.
And then I say it says Goodman, Doyle, and then it looks like some prospects.
Okay, all right. First baseman there with the Rockies, former Red Raider and Virginia Tech star.
Yeah.
Oh, TJ.
Yeah.
Rumfield.
I would be
Kyle Freeland, their
pitcher, yeah.
Yeah.
I would be shocked if we get back on the air tomorrow with Craig Wells. No, with Clint Scott live at Media Day. Or back on Wednesday with you, David Collier. And Corey Seager, Jacob deGrom, and Nathan Eovaldi are not Rangers.
Yeah. That seems like a lot.
That seems like any of them. I don't think you'll move.
Oh, okay.
I don't think you can move. Oh, certainly would be shocked if all three were
I was about to say, man, my goodness.
I would be shocked, though, if all three aren't still Rangers. Least shocked if Eovaldi's moved. But deGrom and Seager, I just don't think you can move those without paying them to leave. And how's that profitable for Frito-Lay? To pay a guy to play somewhere else.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem business-wise like a good decision. I mean, that's what bad teams do. And I hope the Rangers aren't poorly run. I was going to say they're not poorly run, but I hope they're not. You know, the money for the Rangers has been a bit of an issue. Benchwarmers, which Texas Tech football coach would have been the most successful with NIL Joey money? I'd be fascinated to see what Mike Leach would do in the era, or if he would Gundy it.
I think he would Gundy it.
Yeah, would he?
I don't know. I don't want to say he would Gundy it.
You know what I mean, though?
Well, yeah, but I think he was very proud of the fact that he could put any player in his system and still win.
Right.
So
he wouldn't be spending a bunch. He would just trust his system.
Yeah.
Now, maybe defensively, he would go buy a bunch of defensive players. You know who would have gotten money hand over fist from everybody if he was winning? Spike,
yeah. I was
about. I mean, Joey is just the modern Spike
that would
Titans.
be the one I would go with. Does he also like to run the football a lot? Just put a good defense with that group as well. Man.
Atwell wouldn't need to be in the portal since he was already at Texas Tech. No, he wouldn't. But that would be more of a can you pay all three at this point in the offseason thing.
Sure they could.
I'm sure they could. All right, more incredible sports talk after this, but it's the bottom line.
This has been the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score. Go to 107thescore.com for more from the Double T Sports Network.